Hi Virgo, welcome to your extended reading. This is the first time I've actually, well, probably not the very first time, but one of the rare times I get to go through my whole process before I start a reading, which entails a lot. Working on YouTube videos takes a lot longer than it looks. But I got to meditate. I did a meditation on, well, I did a pineal gland meditation and a new moon meditation, which they were both pretty good. So the extended reading will be a little more detailed. And if you notice my doilies, I have a very dear friend of mine who is going through a hard time right now. She's a Virgo, and I'm sure she's watching this video, so if you would all send her some positive energy, I would greatly appreciate it. But one of the things she likes to joke about with me is that I have an affinity for doilies, and I found these ones that were kind of flat, and since I was doing the Virgo reading, I'm throwing those in there for her. So that's for you. If you're watching, I'm sure you probably are. And I hope everything gets better for you, and I love you. And okay, so let's get on with your reading. I don't know what order these will come out in, or what order I'm gonna, guess I'll see when they come out. I know what decks I like to go to first. So the Messenger of Fire, Two of Earth, Ace of Earth, and Four of Water, Three of Air, and the Ace of Fire. This reading it is reminiscent of the prior reading, so this is going together. In terms of a timeline, I feel like this is after. Of course, it's an extended, but I feel like this particular card right here, this one, is during. Okay, so this is you looking at that person, if you'll remember the Knight of Cups, who, and I put the other cards over here, the guy that was handing you, the bullshit, or handing you and your significant other, or someone you love, it could be a child, someone that you care about, a bunch of bullshit, and you're looking at him like, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you really giving me this shit, right? But you're Virgo, and there's some earth energy here. And at first I was thinking that this was representing strength, which it could, but I feel like there's a masculine and a feminine energy here. I'm not specifying genders because we all have masculine and feminine traits. My point being that I'm getting a masculine and a feminine energy, and it's strength. They're pentacles, but I am seeing them as two pretty heavy objects that are hard to hold up, demonstrating your strength. The Ace of Earth, demonstrating strength. It's a buck or a stag, whatever you call it, and that's strength. This, or her in the Four of Cups, this is an energy. This is a spirit, maybe a spirit guide, an ancestor, a loved one. The ball in her hand is reminding me of a scry. If you're not sure what scrying is, or if you've never heard of it, it's basically reading into a crystal ball. Let's see if I can get that up there for you. But anyway, you can even look in glass like this and see. In the different balls around her, it could be representing different outcomes. The best outcome for you would be the one that is in the bigger ball. She's handing you the best outcome. Here, this is you. There's a crown. On this little bird, there's a crown. There's a lot about crowns. There's a crown here. And it's not, here it's not very ornate. And it's like this little bird is giving you a message. And I'm feeling a relief. Where in the Three of Air, the Three of Swords, and the other deck, which are the same cards, here it's meaning a relief from something painful. Whoever this is, or whatever they've done to you, there's a little girl, or a little tiny person, sitting on top of this. To me, I mean, it's a little lantern. It kind of, I don't know, sometimes it reminds me of a Christmas bulb. But anyway, you're lighting a fire under their ass or dropping a bomb on them. Whatever it is, they're getting hit with something and they're not going to know what hit them. The blue here, the bluish green color, would always remind me of the throat chakra. And I don't know if I've ever spoken about this before in previous Virgo readings, because this energy is not very typical of a Virgo. What I'm getting, you're not ones to jump off at the mouth with I was getting the jaws and the shark. It's out of character. You get mad. There's no doubt Virgos get mad. They can get very mad. But what they'll do is they'll go back and they'll start venting to a close family member, a close friend, and we're here for you. We love you. But it's never, you're so worried about hurting people, even if they're bad people. You don't like contention. You don't like to get in people's face. You just never say what needs to be said. That's why this is out of character for you, because I don't think you're gonna hold back this time. Let's see. So this spirit energy Interesting. There's another crown here. It's very small. It's another crown. And I just feel like I was getting the sense of chess. Um, Somebody playing games. And there's the yin and the yang here, which is representing again this couple or this loved one in your life. But it's the spirit. You have the Two of Pentacles here and the Two of Pentacles here. And the Four of Cups here with the spirit, and it's making me think of this energy or this spirit guide, guardian angel, ancestor, a higher being, maybe God, whoever you look to for divine wisdom or just positive energy. It's a balance. Getting your equilibrium back. So Mercury just came out of your sign. Mercury, I mean, maybe a week ago, maybe a little bit more. Let me see if I can remember the date. It has not been, maybe 2 weeks. It hasn't been very long that Mercury left Virgo and went into Libra, which would make the communication a little more difficult because Mercury is not in your sign. However, there is a shadow period that's left over, but I'm not so sure that would even make a difference at this point, because you are heated. You're pissed. The sun here is basically, to me, a confirmation that this is a reading for Virgo. The sun is in your sign. That's a good sign for you. It's a good sign for me as a reader. Now, for some of you, this entire context could have been somebody that you're just arguing with in a relationship. All this stuff is either one of you fighting, and this is a collective reading, so there are many different ways these cards can be read, but this is the energy that I'm picking up because of the cards, how they came out to me, and of course I'm reading it. It could be an argument with a family member of a love, or of someone you're in a relationship with. It could be any of those things, but I'm feeling the couple here is together though. The yin and the yang, there's a couple here. There's a lot of divination, angelic, spiritual guidance going on here. But you've taken this the sword, and look, she is laid back, sword in one hand. She's gonna chop that fool's head off. Okay, so you're not playing. Swords represents thoughts, and it also, to me, sometimes represents intelligence. It can represent words. But Virgos are sharp, which is represented here with the swords. You're intelligent. You're quiet most of the time. So, most of the time. Other placements in your chart can, like if you have Aries rising and Gemini moon or something, then no, you're probably not quiet. But anyway, back to what I was saying. That you done chopped somebody's head off. And it's just hanging there in your hand. And yeah, and you're like, yeah, you know me now. You thought I was quiet, you know me now. Not. I wouldn't want to be this man or woman that made you mad, or people that made you mad, because Virgo is not playing. You are hot. Okay, so let me see what else I have here. I'm so fascinated by all the crowning. That happens when somebody gives birth. Somebody could be having a baby. The Eight of Cups. The Hanged Man. And the Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck. Completely unrelated to this. Okay, now I know what this is. Well, I mean, it's related to... It's not... Okay, different subject from your reading, but still relative to you. When I see two bats like this, and the Eight of Swords in a cocoon... Okay, so the cocoon is making me think of mask or shielding yourself. And so, I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but the coronavirus was said to have originated in bats that bit animals in the jungle, specifically these big giant rats. So if any of you work in, well, any of you period across the board, this is a message or a warning to protect yourself, protect your family, because there is an imminent threat. Obviously we know this. Gracias Tarot. I mean, we already knew this. But more specifically, if you work in close quarters, like especially the restaurant industry, or with the Eight of Swords here, any relation to jail or prison, any kind of place where there's confinement, service industry, any place where you're very close with people, either somebody in your family has contracted this virus, and I'm talking immediate family, or yourself, this is a warning that it is there. Please, please protect yourself. Okay? That was just completely out of the blue there. Okay. Let's see what else. The Emperor's New Clothes. And the Guardian Angel. These cards are just so cool. Let's see. So, if any of you are familiar with fairy tales, The Emperor's New Clothes, I remember something about having to do with greed, being ostentatious, going out and flaunting himself, having no regard or consideration for other people, in a sense. Making a fool of himself, being engrossed in material things, being so self-involved, or losing touch with reality is just, I mean, think about some, just, I don't know, like, this looks like a complete weirdo. But anyway, somebody has gone to extremes to, and completely, I mean, they're going to make an ass out of themselves. I mean, everybody's just looking at this person being like, you're making an ass out of yourself. That's the bottom line here. Somebody is making an ass out of themselves. And everybody is just, I mean, the people are making fun of him. They're just, what an idiot. You're going to make somebody look really bad. And again, here's a couple with another angel guardian type energy again. This feels so good. And right from the beginning, it showed that you're worried. And I get it. There's nothing that I can say that's going to make you say, oh, everything's going to be okay. But trust that somebody has your back. Whatever you're going through that's causing this angst at the moment, there's an end. I am even getting a good grandmother feeling with this card. And you're taking their crown. You're taking their crown. Just perfect because I already know. Now I know exactly what song I'm going to link for your reading. And let me see if I can get, I have a little bit more time on here. See if I can get just maybe, okay. Well, that's the murder card. So, maybe you want to kill somebody? Well, that's way too many. Come on, Virgo. Murder's just not in your nature. You feel like you want to. Okay. Flying without wings and murder. But do you know what? This seems so simple. I'm just getting overkill. Overkill. It almost looks like it's gonna land on something overkill. It could be that I just pulled way too many cards and this message was redundant and it's overkill. Could be. But I doubt it. Anyway. So yeah, that's your message, and hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please like and share. And well, I don't really care if you share it. I mean, you don't want to share tarot videos to people that have no interest in tarot. But if you want to pop the like button, that would be cool. And or subscribe to the channel. That would be sweet also. I'd appreciate any help I can get promoting the channel. And I don't know if there's anything else. Nothing too interesting going on as planet-wise in your sign. Mercury, even though it just came out of your sign, it's not retrograde at the moment. It is stationary. And yeah, besides having a few pejorative terms against this person or people that are going to make their life a living hell because you're going to make them look like a complete ass, trust that everything is going to be fine. You're coming out sun. You know, you got the crown. Everything. You're good to go. So this is an excellent reading, Virgo. I'm glad it turned out good for you. So hopefully this put a smile on your face, and I will see you probably soon if I get around to doing the October readings. See you then. Bye.